Alright, now that I have finally escaped the tower, I can only imagine that you would all have assumed that the first dragon that I'd really like to go after would be the one and only one that we fought before and instantaneously killed me. Luckily for me, I've actually got a bit of a theory on how we might be able to take care of this fellow. Anyway, yes, alright, just had to make sure nothing new of any sort has taken place. Does not seem so. Alright, there you go. Yep, there's a big ol' honking dragon over there, and you need somebody to go over yonder and help you out on it. It's kind of crazy that the, just about everybody associated with this place ultimately ended up being spared by the apocalypse, and they're still very adamant about being able to, you know, put on their little opera show, which is interesting. Anyway, I'm just gonna fidget with all the things. Uh-oh. Wait, so the audience really is all still in the opera house? That's weird. Anyway, how did I make myself go? There we go. There's the trapdoor I was looking for. Alright, so all we need to do is not die outright, and we should be okay. In theory. Alright, it's a big old dragon. Yep, you're gonna do Quake, which is a bit of an issue, but I've got Kyoraga. There we go. Alright, then you know what else I'd like to do? I've got a little thing called... Can I multicast this? I can! Then that is exactly what we're going to do. There we go. We're going to heal ourselves up. And then we're going to make ourselves float through the air. There we go. Alright, that's probably still going to hurt, but I want to think that that has to help. Yo, it does! It does! Awesome! I was really hoping Pokemon logic would work here, and it totally does! Ah, we're flying. Ground-type moves have no effect. What you gonna do about it? We're not attached to the ground anymore. Now you go ahead and sharpen whatever the heck you want, my dude. Don't make no damn difference to me. You're gonna get cut up like a damn turkey all the damn same. Hoi-hang! Hoi-hang! Ho-ho! Alright, that still hurt quite a bit. Ouch, ouch, ouch. But despite that all, we got you on lock. That's what I thought! Alright, well, friggin' awesome! That's another dragon down! I know there was another one in Narsh, so I guess that'll be where we go to next. We also got a wizard's rod, so that's pretty cool. 6 dragons remain. Looks like you saved the day for us once again! No prize? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Then again, I suppose it is the apocalypse, and resources are incredibly scarce. So you use what little you do have to throw an opera. Very interesting choice, just throwing that out there. Anyway, let's go and find even more dragons! And for the record, I'm kind of desperately hoping that flying around while trying to get all the dragons will make Doomgaze show up. Boy, howdy, I sure hope so. Dragon found, and this one I would imagine is probably some kind of ice dragony guy. That'd make the most amount of sense. Yep, Ice Dragon. You're a much tinier dragon than the ones that I'm primarily used to. That's okay, that's okay. I can still throw gigantic honkin' fireballs at you, as I can only assume that that is actually your weakness. That would stand to reason, no? Just chuck a big old ball of fire? Yeah, that did a lot of damage, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. We'll just keep on chucking said gargantuan balls of fire. And I already forgot the fact that I can do 2 of these at once, because that's just awesome. Dang, we got some really good items from some of these exploits, gotta be real with ya. It was definitely the right call to do all of this stuff before even thinking about going anywhere near Kefka. Gonna be honest, I'm feeling ever so slightly on the cusp of godhood myself. No more Ice Dragon! Woo! I assume another weapon, like everything we get is a weapon from these various dragons, it seems. Or another force shield. Wait, no, not another force shield. Hang on, isn't that like it must be like a companion piece to the force armor. A shield that has damage for multiple enemies. Automatically casts shell on the wearer. Dang, that's not bad. All right, well, then it's gonna be going to you, at least for now, my dude, my dude. Let's see here, it's the force shield, there you go. And you know what? I'm just curious. You just go ahead and hold on to that for me, okay, Shadow? If it's all the same to you? Thanks, thanks. I'm gonna climb down from this horrible mountain now. Also, was there one inside the Phoenix Cave? I feel like I kind of remember something like that. It's worth looking for, at least. All right, so here's the long and short of it. Finding these dragons, more difficult than anticipated. So, yeah, I kind of had to get some hints for this whole sort of situation in order to find everything. I want to do everything that this game has available to it, so, you know, I had to go ahead and do this. And in order to apparently find a dragon, you need to stand exactly here, and then that magically makes a staircase appear. I don't quite understand it. I'm sure there's an NPC somewhere around here, or a book, or something of that sort to, you know, make all sorts of sense. Regardless, this should be leading us to a dragon. Now, you might be wondering, well, that's a bit of a bummer. Why'd you have to go and do that? Well, as I said, I needed to know, and I couldn't figure it out otherwise. So, now I know where the dragons are, so that much is good. It's gonna save me a lot of time. But as penance, do you guys want to see me do something extraordinarily stupid? You might notice I'm currently Locke and not the characters that I was before. My significantly stronger characters from before. Yeah, you might see seeing exactly where this is about to be going. Here we go! Am I going to die outright in one hit? Let's find out. No, actually, I'm not. Okay, all right. That is actually fairly surprising. We're not dead. That's good. That's good. Let's see. Don't focus on the dance moves quite yet. Instead, cast yourself some regen. We're gonna go ahead and try and fight tactically, a little bit intelligently, just mayhaps. Forgot to give Locke more of his MP back because we ended up losing all of it on the way over here because I needed to heal myself constantly. So there we go, dual cast. So you're a blue dragon, which makes me feel like you're probably not super into being electrocuted. That's just kind of my currently running theory. We're all so low level, I'm not really sure if any of these attacks are doing anything substantially different or not. Not gonna lie. Just kind of hoping for the best on that one. Who's currently? It's Locke. It's currently Locke. So yeah, you go ahead and do that. I decked everybody out in just about the best possible gear I could manage. The flash rains do be a-coming down, though. There you go. I figured the least I could possibly do, if I'm going to give myself the information about the locations of where the dragons are, the very bare minimum I can do is make these significantly more challenging for me to be able to complete. So that's what we're gonna do. And sure, let's go with a Wind Rhapsody and see how that goes. I am slightly concerned, if I'm being real with y'all. There you go, just keep on curing. Sun Bath! Alright, that's going to heal us already, so that's kind of funny. Alright, that's fine. It's never a bad idea to be over-prepared when it comes to stuff like this. Anyway, I've got to motto with the Master's Scroll, as you might imagine, so we can bludgeon people as much as possible, and I made it work! I'm gonna be honest, when I came in here with... I specifically set up a team that I thought would make this as much of a thing as humanly feasible. Also, apparently, Stragus just learned Tidal Wave as a result of this. I didn't anticipate that as a thing that could happen. Also, we got ourselves another sword. Okay. Wow, a lot of things are going on right now. Holy heck. Let's see here. Well, it was like a sword, yeah? It's a sword that you can't use? Am I to believe? A sword that may randomly dispatch an enemy in one hit. Noticing a lot of monsters that do that. Or items and weapons that do that, not monsters. But that's very strange to me. All right, well, I'm going to be honest with you. I was expecting that to be a way bigger problem than it ended up being. But there you go, I suppose. That's another dragon down, And now I have to begin my very long trek over to the next one. Oh boy, here I go! Huh, well, that's rather funny. The last time I was at this place, I thought I couldn't make it past this divide. Turns out I totally could've. Go figure. Huh, neat. And wouldn't you know it, that has set free a rancorous dragon. Alright, so if I just kind of stand in its way, yeah, there we go. Alright, let's see how this goes. A dragon of the storms? Very well. We shall, okay, how much damage is that gonna do? Not a terribly large amount, but still not great. Dual cast. Dual cast. Are you going to actually successful? No, you're going to fall over. I was going to ask if you were going to be successful. He learned Ultima, but we're not going to resort to that yet. Instead, we're going to test out various magics, and we're going to see what happens. Also, because Mog failed to actually heal, going to have Stragus also go ahead and, you know, pick up the slack on that regard. And then there's a big old wind scar. Oh, boy. All right, all right, all right. Hit him with the sword, hit him with the styles. I didn't pay anywhere close to enough attention to how much damage that thunder attack did. Let's take a look-see-loo at what ice and fire do. All right, I'm starting to think that maybe you just can't dance inside caves for some reason. I don't fully understand the ramifications of it. I don't know if I really agree or approve. Anyway, that's what ice looked like. What did fire have to say? Not too noticeably different. And then a Yeti with a club is able to do this much damage, a pretty impressive amount. There you go, and of course you slap him around again. Let's see if that electric style is still something worth taking note of. Obviously, just keep on healing every possible second of every chance we could possibly manage. That's going to be important for me. Oh, and it looks like electricity might be what we're looking for here, which is nice, very nice. Get ourselves healed up. You just go ahead and stab it normally, I guess. Nothing to steal. The dragon has no pockets. Not a single possession on its person. Most unfortunate. All right, then, well, seeing as how Thunder seems to be the name of the game, we'll just continue our Yeti Slam styles and Electroshock Therapims, like so. And Mog, you can just keep on mogging it up. You can dance inside a building, but not a cave. Your dancing styles confuses me. It's possible it's just incredibly bad luck, but I don't know. It feels almost too consistently bad luck-y, if I'm being honest. But all right, anyway. You just go ahead and do the cures. Give everybody another go of it. All right, Mog is still not actually in the best of spots, but that's okay, that's okay. We can still fix, especially if the dragon decides to just let itself go and die. That works just fine by me. Thank you kindly. Alrighty then. Antlered Arrow Guy, ain't that nice? And more force armor, nifty. 3 dragons remain. And I believe 2 of them are actually in Kefka's tower, so there's not anything we can do about that. But I do know of where the other one was. I was right in thinking that it would probably be in the Phoenix Cave, so that's what we're gonna do. And Smoke Bomb! Woo! It took me a long time to get myself back over to where I needed to be, but I made it happen. And because I can, let's switch up the teams one more time and let's fight ourselves a dragon immediately after we run away from these giant floating heads. I've had my fill of giant flying heads for an entire lifetime. I'm not going to lie to you. I really would rather not have to deal with those anymore. I have been here for a while. Anyway, is there anything in here? I don't know if I ever bothered to check. There was a dragon horn inside there the whole time. A horn inhabited by the spirit of dragons makes the effect of the jump command continuous. Ah, you combine it with the dragoon boots, probably. That'd make a lot of sense. Anyway, seeing as how you're in a Phoenix Cave and you're a red dragon and there's lava literally everywhere, I'm gonna go ahead out on a limb here and say you probably don't like ice magic. That's just gonna be my absolutely absurd take for the moment. We're also gonna bust out the trance styles for Terra. The best possible situation for her, obviously. Make her as unbelievably powerful as we can. And that was a lot of damage, so yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it. You keep on throwing coins, my dude. That is obviously far and away the best thing you could do with your time. There you go, yep. I mean, I say that as a joke, but it still does like over 2,000 points of damage. That's nothing to sneeze at. Also, Celeste has both earrings on, so you know she's doing huge damage too. So, yata yata. We're gonna be able to get through this, something tells me. Still taking precautions, making sure to heal ourselves when necessary. Bada bing, bada boom. Another dragon done and done. Thank goodness for that. Now, the only ones that should be left are in Kefka's tower itself, and there's a Murakumo. That's pretty cool. However, there's still the small problem. The very, very tiny, insignificant... I can't leave. The teleport stone does not work. That is weird. Tiny, insignificant problem that I don't know how I'm going to be able to get Doomgazer, or whoever he is, you know? Oh, dear Lord. Is that a way to leave immediately? I sure hope... Yeah, no, that totally is. Okay, thank you. So literally, all that's left for me to do is find this Doomgazer fellow. Holy hell. And then finally get back to Kefka's tower. But that's just gonna require eons and decades of me flying around the sky and hoping for the best. Oh, I don't like that idea at all, if I'm being honest with you. But okay, I said I'd do everything. And I'm gonna do everything. So just bear with me. I'll find this guy eventually. Alright, so long story short, it took me about roughly about an hour and 45 minutes to actually find Deathgaze, and by that point, I desperately needed a bit of a break. So this is a new recording session, but we're back, and we are more prepared now than ever before, because, to the best of my knowledge, and I do say that very lightly, I believe that I've done everything that I can do. I got all the things, I went to all the places, I fought all the things, I did all the stuff. The only things that are left for us to do all hinge on Kefka and his godforsaken tower. So at long last, we're gonna just jump into this mess, and we're gonna hopefully find those last two dragons, and then we're gonna find Kefka, and then we're gonna murder Kefka, because that guy sucks, and that's not even the right button to press in order to land onto the tower. That was to go inside. I didn't want to do that. I want to land. So let's friggin' do this thing. All right, we are in fact going in. We are gonna make things happen. We're gonna get revenge for the whole apocalypse thing that he seemed to think was so damn hilarious. It's time we took the battle straight to Kefka at last. What's wrong? Celis? A lot of things. The gods of the Warring Triad control the magic of the Eidolon world. If we destroy them... You worried about the ramifications? More than slightly, you might be able to say that, yes. Well, I'm not entirely certain about that, but... Eidolons. And even magic itself could vanish from the world. Wouldn't that include Terra? And if that's the case... Right. I fear about what would happen to Terra. Maybe we should get her feelings on the topic? Oh, okay. I guess we don't. Also, please form 3 parties? Hello! Dang, alright. Well, I guess it was an incredibly good thing I trained up so many of my characters. Okay. And 3 individual teams, huh? Okay. How? Hang on, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so 2 characters are gonna end up getting left behind, and that's a bit of a bummer. Alright, then, let's see here. First team... It will be Terra, Cayenne, Sabin, and Celis. The next team will be Locke, Edgar, Realm, and Mog. And the final team will be Stragus, Shadow, Setzer, and Umaro. Terribly sorry, Go-Go and Mimic. This is just the way things have kind of shook out, it seems. I'm gonna be honest with you, I had not realized I was going to be making 3 teams. I thought a lot more characters were going to end up being left out by all of this. So, I mean, it just kind of makes this whole thing a little bit more awkward now, doesn't it? Let's just keep going and maybe we'll be able to make some stuff happen here. Howdy up! Although this implies that I'm going to basically be doing what I did in the Phoenix Cave, but with 3 groups instead of 2. And I don't really feel too good about that. Alright, well that was the opposite of a pleasant landing. Thanks for that, universe. And we are all landing in entirely different locations. That's fun. The Warring Triad awaits. Press the L button to switch between the 3 parties. Okay. Oh, leave? No, that's not really what I want at all. Alright, we'll just move right along. Interesting that there are conveyor belts around these here parts. Did Kefka have those installed? I'm left to wonder. Oh dear God, I don't like any of what I'm looking at right now. Raging Tempest. Hit him with these styles. Alright, we're just gonna hit him with all the things that we usually hit our foes with. And we will adapt over time if need be. The Dance of Illusions against a gargantuan dinosaur! More than enough to defeat our foe! Hell to the yeah! There you go, just slash them up, just slash them up like you do! That's how you do it. Alright, very good, very good. I should actually probably tell you guys about all of the stuff. I actually equipped just about everybody with everything that I could think of possibly getting anybody. So like right now, Terra has the ability to do the dual cast. Cayenne has the Master Scroll because that just seems like the type of thing for him to have. He also has the Gauntlet, so he's swinging this sword with purpose. Sabin has got the Hyper Wrist and his Samurai Gloves, so, you know, he's just going to be dual wielding those Tiger Claws, or Tiger and Dragon Claws, whatever you want it to be. Celis has got a gold hairpin, I believe. So did Terra. Yes, so they can cast spells for days. She's also got an earring to boost herself up. We got Locke decked out in all of his Thief's regalia. We got Mog with the ability to mostly avoid a couple things, and he can also move real fast, which I feel is pretty good because I kind of want him to be good in a healing pinch. Edgar's got an amulet and a safety bit, so basically, status ailments are not even a thing for him. I like that a lot. Shadow is rocking the Gale hairpin and the alarm earring, so basically, you know, ambushes are never going to happen with them around. Gao's not much of anything right now. Best to not pay much attention to that. Set's just got a sniper eye and prayer beads. Stragus has the guard bracelet and the white cape. Realm's got the memento ring and the bravery ring. Go-Go's got a Zephyr cloak and an earring, but that's not gonna help much. And Umaro has the hyper wrist and the berserker ring. I figure might as well just get the stat boost anyway. Why not, you know? That sort of dealy. Alrighty, that being said, what is this strange tube thing? Alright, well that's interesting, but was that not but a treasure chest just right over yonder? It sure seemed as such. A Hypno Crown! I don't know if I like the idea of a Hypno Crown. Let's see. A crown that raises the success rate of the control command. I see, so it would be... I guess that makes sense. Also, nobody is wearing the Force Armor right now, I'm noticing. Alright, I used Optimal for everybody. That... And it's only a marginal decrease, too, so yeah, no, absolutely. You go ahead and wear that. Actually, yeah, you can't, but can you? You can. Alright, that's a lot of stat downs, though. Maybe we won't for you. What about you? Yeah, Celis, you may have the other Force Armor. Also, don't I have, like, shields that are really good for this sort of thing? Like a Force Shield, automatically cast Shell in the Wearer, also halves the damage from a bunch of other stuff, but that is a noticeable decrease when it comes to actually defending ourselves from anything. I see how that is. But it's from elemental magic specifically. Well, we'll stick with what we've got for now, and if we need to switch it up, we totally can. That will be my philosophy for the time being. Alright, the Tower of Kefka. Does this lad really even need that much of a tower? I don't think he needs that. Maybe a hovel, a hut. I don't know. I just personally feel like he doesn't deserve an entire tower. Anyway, you just go ahead and do all the things that you guys are good at doing. Slash through all of them fools. There you go. That's got to kill at least something. It killed 2 somethings. Of course, there is also the Grand Behemoth, which is ever so slightly a bit of an issue. Not super jazzed about their existence. Would prefer if they were not a thing. And Tara, I don't exactly understand how you were able to miss your attack. This thing is literally the size of a whole ass building. Try to step up your game just on ever so slightly. That'd be super duper of you. Anywho. All right, let's get in. This place is rather ramshackly built, all things considered. Also, trick dice. Okay, well, I'm no fool. I have an idea on who that would end up going to. Is it a good one, though? Let's see, trick dice. Ah, there they are. All right. Oh, that is no damage at all. A trio of dice that deal more damage the higher number they roll. I see. Okay. There's obviously some sort of gimmick to them. I'm willing to look it out and see just what we might be able to get from that. Like, maybe it's one of those things that has the potential to do basically no damage at all, but it also has the potential to do, like, infinite damage. That sort of thing. Roll the dice, get a big number, and you're like 99999 amounts of damage. That sort of thing. That would make a lot of sense, I feel. And our foes have been right properly smited. Very good. I will grab any and all various goodies that we might be able to run across. I will also continue forward as this group until I can't go any further. Only then will I switch to the next one. Alright. Why does it say that there are 4 of these guys? That's interesting. They seem to all be stacked on top of each other. And Cayenne was attacking one in the back, actually. That's more than slightly odd. I don't know if that was supposed to happen, but alright. Those dinosaurs were stacked on top of each other. They sure was. Alright, well, this looks like something that we can't do on our own, so switching over. Alright, team lock. How far can we go? We gonna find out. Also, here's hoping that the team synergy works out in our favor, okay? It doesn't look like it was a one-time thing. I think that these are just going to be monsters that stack on top of each other for some reason. Jury is out on the why, but there you go, I suppose. Ow. Sure does look like it's just one dude, though. Regardless of that fact, chainsaw! The chainsaw shall never leave us. It is forever in our hearts and our minds and souls. Basically, in all the places you might be able to find a chainsaw. Oh dear God, it can use fireball magic. Why can it do that? Why is that a thing that is an option to you? Well, then you got hit by Holy. That's just unfortunate for you. Yeah, sometimes Mog does that. Don't worry about it. I should probably just go ahead and throw in at least a single Cura out there because we did get hit by fireballs. Always better to heal outside of battle than in battle. See what do we got here? The Minerva Bustier. All right. Well, that is obviously some kind of armor. Let's see. Although, doesn't that... A bustier. Doesn't that usually mean that only lady types can wear them? It sure do. A breastplate that blocks damage from multiple elements and provides a 25% bonus to maximum MP. You don't say. Well, seeing as how I was able to give Celis the Force Armor with very little repercussion, how about Terra? Okay, yeah, there's gonna be some stat downs a little bit here and there. That's unfortunate, but that is a substantial boost in a lot of other things. So, yeah, we're definitely gonna give that to her. Alright. Acceptable. Oh, God, freaking Brontosaurus. Alright, you go ahead and try to... Oh, that's a lot of damage you done just did. Alright, you're gonna have to, paint up yourself a Brontosaurus. Let's paint a dinosaur. Mog, if you could just do your jaunty little jig that you're known for doing. Fall flat on your face, because of course, why else? What else would I have ever possibly expected of you? I don't know why I felt like that was something, okay. You know what, and whatever. You just do yourself a paint, and please just continue to attempt to, oh Lord, that might end up actually outright killing him. And it did. Ain't that just what you want to see? All right, well, go ahead and bring Mog back to life if it's all the same with you. Thank you. Continue your painting escapades. And with a little hope in our hearts, maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to go ahead and cast Cura on Mog, and everything will be just fine. Apparently, Brontosauruses have a problem with Moogles. Very strange of them, if I'm being honest. Oh, Atomic Ray! That's definitely a thing that makes sense that you can do. Of course, yes. Dinosaurs with atomic rays. Also, is it just me, or have these fellows kind of, sort of, not been dying a lot? That seems a little interesting. Could you mayhaps, perhaps, maybe, stop being alive? That'd be pretty great. Chainsaw the dinosaur? Thank you. Really didn't feel like we were asking for a whole lot there. God damn. I mean, I guess it makes sense for dinosaurs to be incredibly tanky. I mean, look at the dang thing. That's the only explanation, man. You gotta make a dinosaur to fight a dinosaur. Perfect killing machines. It's just what they were designed to be. Although I don't think a Brontosaurus, wasn't a Brontosaurus an herbivorous one? Then again, I mean, a lot of the herbivorous ones were still tanky as all get out. So, I mean, that doesn't really matter in the long run, really. All right, so multiple paths, eh? All right, let's go through this door first. And it leads to this. A pinwheel! Ain't that nifty? Okay. Can't go through that. So that's interesting. We shall ignore it for the time being, but we shall attempt to make a firm mental note of it. Alright, we have found toilets. I don't know what the heck that is over there. Mildly concerned. Hello, good sir. Are you some kind of deep? Yes, you are. Alright, fair enough. Oh, dear God. Hi. I am the one known as Ultima. Forged an eternity ago. I was placed here. In the toilets. And then forgotten in the mists of time. In the bathroom. Long have I pondered what I should do. Wipe, I guess. Long, long have I pondered. But now it seems I have an answer. I will invest in a bidet. Oh, okay, you've chosen a life of murdering me. That's cool. That's real cool of you. Let's see. How should I go about this? I wonder. No idea. Let's cast ourselves some magic spells and see what we can get. And maybe, just maybe, Mog will be able to do a jaunty jig. All right, how do you feel about being electrified? Well, I mean, it didn't really seem to make much of a difference one way or the other. Yo! All right, he successfully managed to do his funky dance. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, apparently he absorbs wind. That's going to be a massive problem because Mog is never going to stop doing that. All right, it seems I have managed to find a way to make this battle more difficult for myself than I would have preferred. Great. Now I just need to hope for the occasional Mog not attack. Why did... What? Why did Locke's attack heal the Ultima Buster? Why is that a thing that just happened? Also, this is happening now. Okay, hi. What? The Southern Cross. All right. Interesting. Going to ask you to not. All right, so Realm is real good at the healing thing. That's great. I've never had a battle last all that long, so maybe Mog's dances wear off over time. Who's to say? Ah, cockatrice. All right, you have hit him with a chicken. All right. Realm, do me a favor and maybe go ahead and cast yourself. Oh, boy. All right, yeah, just do your... Frozen! All right, everybody but Realm is frozen. Realm, you just go ahead and cast Ultima. Yeah, that's good. All right, Realm, the 10-year-old girl, standing up to the ultimate, Ultima monster. All right. She seems to be out of magic somehow. I don't exactly understand how that happened. Here, just heal yourself back up. I think Frozen wears off on its own eventually. Mog is dead. You hate to see it. You really do. All right. Maybe this is a good idea. Let's just go ahead and bring Mog back. Just for the sake of not having a single person on deck. Okay, now Quake is happening, which means Mog is going to die again. Also, for some reason, that heal, and it killed Locke, too. Okay, so this is what's happening today. I get you. I get you. I get you. Not a fan of it. The Ultima Buster seems to have a wide assortment of just attacks that are constantly very, very powerful. Okay, well, Edgar is back, so that's nice. We're only curaing 2, so there you go, there you go. All right, go ahead and cast your Fire-Aga. That's fun, that's fun. Not really, not really. Yep. Just hit him with the chainsaw. And now Meteor is happening, which means Realm is dead. Cool, cool. Hey, Edgar. Oh, magic. Hang on. What if I were to... Arise! Okay, now, Edgar, all you have to do is not die to this. And you didn't. Very, very cool of you, by the way. You're a very, very cool dude to have done this. All right, the Flare Star is happening. Unfortunate. Yep. Okay, well, Edgar has decided that he does not give a damn about that mess. So that's pretty great. All right, we'll go ahead and do this. And we'll also do this. That is always good. Okay, now we've got Locke back. And Edgar is back at full power. Okay, not full power, but he's in a decent enough place, perhaps. All right, and Locke should be able to take care of that. All right, so what if I wanted to do Ultima again because I fear for my life? What if I was actively terrified of the possibility of dying horribly to the Ultima Buster? What if I didn't want that in my life? Okay, so you have responded by casting Meteor. That is an interesting way of going about it. Edgar somehow missed. All right, here's hoping that maybe, just maybe Realm can do a little bit of something. Well, Locke is definitely going to survive. What about you, Edgar? Edgar has decided to stick around. Very cool of him. Very cool of him. Let's just keep on doing this. And in addition, you should also know Arise. You don't seem to know Arise. No, you do. You do. Let's bring Mog back any ding-dang way. Because I like to have myself my full team. There you go. That is barely healing at all. All right, let's just go ahead and use Ultima again. Yes. You seem to take a very interesting amount of disdain towards Realm. Is that because she is able to completely nuke you as such? My goodness, has anyone ever said that you have a truly bafflingly large amount of HP? This can't be good. Alrighty. You should also have this somewhere. You don't. That sucks. All right, fine. Just attack normally, I guess. That is barely a help. Mog, why are you the way that you are? I see. Don't like any of this. No, sir. All right, then. Let's just go ahead and arise. Arise the Realm. Arise. All right, bring in the Tidal Wave. That's more than most likely going to off Locke. Locke has decided to stick around a moment longer. Very cool of him. All right. Now, what if I did Ultima again? A daring strategy, I know. If I just keep everybody alive and blowing up Ultima Buster constantly, ultimately, Ultima isn't gonna be able to stop me. But ironically, it was the spell Ultima that stopped the Ultima Buster. You'd think the Ultima Buster could bust Ultima, but it couldn't. It, in fact, could not. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. And it creates a save point for us, which is handy because you know what? After everything I just used, a nap sounds pretty dang great. Get all of our stuff back. I like it. I like it a lot. Thank you very much. And you know what? You better believe we're gonna do ourselves a little bit of a save here. Woo! All right, then. Managed to make it work. All right, well, this place is very poorly designed, very badly built. Kefka does not abide by all of the standard building procedures. Not a massive shock in retrospect, but still, you hate to see it regardless. All right, it was very interesting how, for some reason, Locke and Mog's attacks, for reasons unknown to me, or to science as it turns out, just healed the Ultima Buster. Very confused by that. Chainsaw! Once again, I must inquire as to how one misses with a chainsaw. It's not exactly subtle. It doesn't require a lot of precision. Come on, my dude. Just use your chainsaw of power. All right, fine. The Gigavolt. All right, well, that healed Edgar and Mog. I think maybe they have, I don't know, thunder shields on? That's the only explanation I can think of to be able to explain any of that. All right. Interesting how very little that ended up doing. Why did both of you miss? Look at this dude! Do you think Mud Sud is gonna be the type of guy who's just, like, incredibly light on his feet and agile and able to dodge attacks? How are you so consistently missing? The dagger, fine, but Mog, you wield a freaking spear. You've got the reach advantage. Your spear is longer than his arms. There's no reason for you to be able to miss something like that. That's just weird. Anyway, map. Map says it does not wish to give me the information I need to figure stuff out, and instead I must fight things inside of a tube. Alright, it appears that Pinocchio has been mass-produced and is now an assassin. Unfortunate. What do you mean her level has been halved? That mess better sure as all hell be temporary, or I'm gonna be rather upset. Alright, what if we hit him with the big ol' Thundara? Thundara. Just electrify them like so. There you go, there you go. Make it something happen here. Make it something happen here. Chainsaw down another one. Alright, okay. Level may be halved, but at the same time, it doesn't really seem to matter that much. You don't have a lot of HP. Also, Mog learned Thundara. Ain't that just a convenient time for them? Also, yeah, I guess that would explain why Mog was so susceptible to dying. Doesn't really have a lot of HP. Yeah, that's understandable. That's fair. I get you. I understand. Well, I suppose that answers the mystery of the suspicious pipe. Not exactly in an incredibly happy mood about the fact that I have to backtrack now, but hey, I guess, you know, I don't exactly have to fight the Ultima Buster again, so hey-ho, whatever, man. Also, it appears that the Ultima Buster was entirely optional. I didn't have to fight it. It just provided a nifty save point where I could also heal after fighting them. It's like more of a bragging rights thing than anything. Didn't even gain any, like, marginal items as a result of it. Very strange. Ah, good. Dual armor and the armor base. All right, well, okay, a level 4 flare. That looks like it could be incredibly painful. How... yeah, that's about what I was expecting. All right, go ahead and paint up the full... there you go. Get gigavolted. And we're also gonna chainsaw. Did you just launch your arm? Did you just do a damn rocket punch? Also, snowballs! It did nothing. You're a fool. You look an absolute, complete, and utter fool to all. Now we wait. Chainsaw! Took long enough. Alright, still alive. Metal cutter! That's a Mega Man thing! Ah! I mean, that was a metal blade, so not really. But whatever. Okay, more explosions. All right, Mog, you are dead. Yeah, I thought it was a little weird how you weren't, like, falling over cadetted. It was very bizarre of you. All right, I don't like any of that. What? Locke, why are you not dead? All right, mildly confused by that. Oh, nope, never mind. Locke is dead now. I see. I'm mildly confused as to why there seems to be a delayed action when it comes to our characters coming back from the dead. Or not, rather when they fall over dead. I get the delay on the coming back part. You're not even supposed to be able to do that naturally. But I mean, like, for some reason they lose their HP and they just stick around for an extra few seconds before they pass out, which is more than a little bizarre to me. All right. Go ahead and just do yourself some healing. Go ahead and do that. We're gonna bust out the chainsaw and see if that's able to save our bacon at all. This is why we have so much MP, people, for constant healing. There you go. Go. Oh, that's the instantaneous murder attack. For some reason, Edgar was consistently taking damage that whole fight. I do not know why. Very odd. Very peculiar. And then Mog, if you could just do a little bit of that. Thank you. Much appreciation. Go ahead and grab that. And it's a force shield. Ain't that nifty? But, you know, as nifty as that is, do I want that? I just, it seems like such a, I don't know. Anyway, can't go that way, so this way we shall go. More tube. More tube. All right, that's a tube to get myself... A tube. Bleh. Conveyor belt to get me back over there. So that's interesting. All right. I know for a fact the dinosaurs are not a huge fan of ice. What with the whole, you know, being cold-blooded and stuff. So that makes sense. We'll just go ahead and do that. We'll also bust out a chainsaw because everybody knows that a dinosaur's worst enemy in nature is the chainsaw. I do not understand why the great Malboro is like this and gets healed from ice magic. That seems a little weird to me, but it doesn't really matter because chainsaw powers. Sometimes chainsaws just solve all your problems. This is one of those extraordinarily niche chances for that sort of thing to happen. Good times. Anyway, free loot, please. Force armor. All right, then. More people want force armor. Hey, you want force armor? Sure you do. Sure you do, Locke. Next to Mog, you're the guy who falls over dead the most often. That's interesting. There's a pipe for me to walk down and also a big door. All right, that's interesting. All right, let's go with fire to stick with the chainsaw. Let's also paint up a place, and then, I don't know, freaking the snowman rondo. All right, you've haymaked. Good, good, good. Good job on the making of hay. There you go. Just to go ahead and attack the Marlboro. Marlboro's dead. Paint the Behemoth. Meteor! Ooh, for free. Very nice, very nice. That did basically no damage at all. Snowball! Very nice. It missed. How do you miss? It's so big! Just pick up a handful of snow and hope for the best, man! Ah! So annoying. Fine. Chainsaw the small fellow. There. No more of that, and somehow you missed the ability to paint, and another snowball miss. Alright. Alright. This sucks. This sucks, I say. Oh, and Locke is dead, because of course he is. Why wouldn't he be dead? Let's go ahead and bring him back to life. Alright, Mog, can you stab this Grand Behemoth and not, like, suffer the consequences? Alright, you can't actually do anything. Right. Alright, well, then an avalanche. Is an avalanche good? How much damage did the avalanche do? The avalanche did decent damage. Okay, but what about... Again, the missing is always baffling to me. Chainsaw time. And he missed with the chainsaw, because of course he did. Alright. Look, no matter how grand of a behemoth you ultimately are, it doesn't really mean too much to me. You're gonna die eventually. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Anywho. Alright, fine. Let's check out the pipe thing first. Hello? Oh, hello. Also, we've obtained a ribbon! What's a ribbon do? A silk ribbon enhanced with powerful protective magic. Prevents all status ailments. I see. Interesting. Okay, well, that helps out Terra's group. Very nice. So, with that, what is this door? Hello? Strange door. What seems to be the house? Oh! Well, this sucks. Okay, I was not expecting to have to do so many battles with this, like boss battles with this specific group. All right, fine. You know what? We made the first one work. Maybe we can do it again. I gotta fight all the damn dragons, so we're gonna fight all the damn dragons. Bring it on, golden dragon. Oh, dear God. All right, well, that wasn't so bad. Let's go ahead and dance the Twilight Requiem. Go ahead and do that. And wow, what do you know? He didn't even fall over on his face. That's what I was expecting. All right, you go ahead and do that. And miss for reasons always unknown to me. Just, I don't know, magic. Re-raise on Realm. How about that? Will of the Wisp. There you go. That one didn't miss. Now done it. Didn't think so. All right, then I hit you with the Ultima because I fear for my life. And of course, the chainsaw is going to have to work eventually. Yep, that is one of the only characters that your electric magic actually can affect. To be 100% honest, I'm not too terribly worried, actually. If it's doing electric attacks, and, I mean, Sabin and Mog are literally incapable of being harmed by it, In fact, that seems to be kind of its whole thing. Like, you got anything else? You just doing thunder? Yeah, all right. You know what? Never mind. I may not actually have to panic option this at all. Yeah, the gold dragon was kind of a bit of a chump, even in the grand pantheon of the dragons that I've fought in so far. I gotta say, that was pretty underwhelming. But all right, crystal orb. All right, one dragon remaining. Well, at least I was able to find the dang thing. What's a crystal orb do? A powerful magic orb that holds a mysterious power. Boosts maximum MP by 50 friggin' %. You don't say. All right, you can hold on to the memento ring. No, maybe. Oh, who would most use this? The obvious answers are freaking Terra and Celis, but I'm feeling pretty confident with that, what they've got. I guess, Stragus, you're all going to be able to ponder this orb. Where's the orb? There you go. Have yourself just a big ol' orb. Yeah, there you go. You got some good defense. You got yourself boosted MP. Should be fine. Should be good. Also, all right. For a second there, it was looking like I wasn't going to be able to walk over there. That would have been unfortunate. Well, my job is never done. There are always more guys that wish to do battle. All right, go ahead and just continue your painting ways, realm. There you go, there you go. Cursed gaze, oh lord, how cursed. You may never know. All right, now you're the one who has been gazed cursedly. Just do your little jig and we'll see if anything happens. Maybe it won't, we don't know. And just attack, attack, attack. Oh, hey, dancing leaves. You're not gonna inexplicably absorb that, are you? Okay, well, that still was a little less damage than I was hoping, but it was still better than the number that I thought it would end up being. Very strange. All right. Dancing leaves be dancing again. Tear through them. Come on. Now, if you could just stop dodging literally all of her attacks and perish. You know, just grab a pair, perish. If it's all the same to you. Yep, no, you're just really good at dodging attacks, huh? All right, well, forest healing is now a thing. What do you gotta say about that? Okay, cool. It did literally nothing. That's my favorite style. I'm guessing that probably helped with status ailments. Eye for an eye. Uh-oh, that can't be good. Why is it always Mog who ends up getting offed? Anybody else think that's a little weird? All right, then, well, summon him back up and have yourself a... Yeah, have those high potions I'm not actually using. Makes sense to me. Alright. This looks a wee bit familiar to me. Oh, hello. That's a 4-ton weight. I'm seeing a bunch of 4-ton weights, actually. I don't... Okay. Fascinating. I guess... We'll continue as Terra's group before we go to the strongest group. I suppose. Alright. This is where all those Eidolons were taken. Quote-unquote, care of. Let's see. What if I were to hit him with the Thundaga? Yeah, you go ahead and lower her level. We'll see how much damage it actually ends up doing after I've casted 2 spells upon thee. We'll bust out Final Oblivion in case you guys decide to do anything else that's funny. You have 2 options. Die right now or die slightly later. That's literally all you have to work with, though. Alright, yep, that sure do be a blaster. Doesn't... Oh, okay, wow, everybody just freaking died. What? Alright, everybody went from perfectly fine and nothing bad happening at all to just outright death. That's very bizarre to me. Okay. Let's just go ahead and stop that from being a thing. Holy hell. If you don't mind, could you maybe... I guess you are a death machine, aren't you? But regardless of the fact that you are one of those, I'm going to have to ask you to not do that, please. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and do the... Where is that? There you go. And also, let's cast a Rise on top of that. Bring everybody back. Seriously, some of these dudes didn't even get a chance to actually fight back, which is, all in all, kind of rude. Alright, well, Celeste learned Hastiga. That's nice, at least. Oh, come on. How did I even manage that? There you go. Abilities. She's the gal to go for healing, because it doesn't cost her nearly as much. I mean, Celis can do it too, but still. Either way. Alright, we'll just... get our way through. Oh, delightful. Some kind of horrifying monstrosity. Don't like any of this, no sir. Gonna go ahead and hit him with the Blizzaga. Alright, nobody died outright. That's what you want to see in life. Is people not being dead. Death blow, sure! There we go. Here's hoping that this doesn't end up going horribly awry. It very easily could. Like, maybe it heals to ice. It does not heal to ice, which is good. Oh no, there's a Heartless Angel. What does that mean? I see. That's what that means. I don't like what that means. Dance of Illusions. Please either die or do nothing so Celis can heal us. I'm not picky. I'm cool with either. All right, thank you. Holy hell, that's an incredibly annoying and awful ability, and I hate it a lot. Celis, this time it's you who will heal. Thank you. Very nice, very nice, very, very, very nice. Oh. All right, and what's all this? I know not. Okay. Well, Locke, you just chill out there for a while. Looks like it's time for this team. I am more than slightly worried about the logistics of this team working out, if I'm being honest with you. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some Eidolons up in here. All right, so all right, you've got those going for you, which is good. Let's see, you've also gotten Phoenix, and you got Phoenix, and, well, the Yeti can't do literally anything. So, you know, that's just kind of how the Yeti do. How about... Just trying to think of what the best option would be. All right, I mean, anything is better than literally nothing, I suppose. Here, just hold on to these for me. Thank you. Okay. All right. Well, first things first. Free stuff. Give me. I want the free stuff, not free murder. All right. Just go ahead and do what you gotta do. We'll see what happens. All right. We managed to cast Stop on the Bronto, which is nice. Also, Stragus can apparently fly and Superman this mess. Also, I was right, the trick dice are very much like that. Sometimes no damage, sometimes all the damage. You know what? I'm okay with that. Alright. Also, it seems Umaro is throwing Stragus at our opponents? What do I have equipped to make any of that happen? Is it this? No. I am uncertain as to what the deal with that is. Okay, it's a red cap, nothing that fancy, although that's a problem. Oh no, 2 doors. Okay, well, let's see what's immediately behind this one first. Sigh. All right, well, if we do have, in fact, the ability to sometimes, occasionally stop enemies altogether, and we can also Superman dive around, and then, of course, we've also got the dice, which... I mean, he's throwing 3 dice, so, you know, it could be pretty good. Meteors, ouch. All right, that did way more damage than I'm personally comfortable with, but we, again, used Stop. So, there you go, I guess. Guess you can't really complain that much. How's your curing? Your curing is not that great, Setzer. I guess that makes sense. It's not really supposed to be what you're here for, but I digress to that fact. I would still prefer if you did slightly better. Hey, magic +2. Maybe that'll help with that. Maybe. Who's to say? That being said, you will have to be our healer. Okay, so what is through this door? Exactly. Can I please check the map? Further more stuff. Okay, interesting. What about this path over here? One of them has got to not... One of them has to lead to nothing, right? Okay, we've got a pipe. Slightly annoying. Don't like this. Okay, got a bravery ring. Alright, so what this looks like to me is a place where you might end up. So, I suppose in that regard, it's alright. Like, I'm gonna end up in a place, and if I make a wrong turn, that this is where I'll end up going if I make a mistake. That is basically what I've discovered here. All right, throwing dice. Just murder the fools. Whoop, yep. Sometimes Umaru throws an old man at people. I don't claim to understand such things, but here we go, I guess. Ya-ta-ta-ta. Thank you very much. All right, then. So that basically means I do not need to waste any more time here. I'm probably going to end up here on my own time regardless. I suppose in the very, 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 very small chance that I never make a mistake and don't end up at the bottom and have to get myself out of that place, I got the item either way. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, slam, jam! Pound tackle! There you go. We're able to take care of these fools very easily, so we can just use our normal attacks. There you go, some leveling ups too. Very good, very good. Abilities. Here's hoping I don't have to fight one of the dragons with this group, but somehow I get the feeling that I will. Oh dear. Alright. Yellow. Alright, well, there's a save point down there. That's pretty nifty. Not exactly helpful for me in this exact moment in time. There you go, bonk him with a club, stab him with a knife, stab him with a slightly different knife, throw dice at them, do small damage, very small damage. Oh dear God, they've got brain blasts. All right, so that makes 2 characters all confused. That makes literally all of the characters that I can normally control confused. Well, this is probably... Wow, this is going about as terribly as anything ever possibly could. All right, here's hoping that the team can at some point in time stop being confused. Yep, all right. Okay. Well, Stragus is no longer a thing. He's just casting a bunch of that. All right, I'm gonna cast Ultima as a safety precaution. Just gonna hit them with a nuke of magic. And, all right, good, 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 good. Ow. You really suck right now, Shadow. Just throwing that out there. If you could finish off this dude, that'd be really great. You didn't finish them off. All right, well, the good news is Shadow has been frozen. The bad news is Setzer just killed himself. Can't believe he actually threw his own dang All right, you just threw a frozen Shadow at them, and that seemed to work. But you know what? I'm going to allow it because Shadow did a lot of very annoying things in that fight. So, yeah, all right. All right, sure. That's something that we all just had to experience. Okay, what else we got here? Nutkin Suit. The freaky fracky is a Nutkin Suit, an oversized squirrel costume. I see. Uh-huh. You can't wear that, but you can wear samurai armor, so you should be wearing that. Do you want to wear a squirrel suit? No. Why can you wear the squirrel suit and no one else? Also, what is the reason for doing so? Doesn't look like... I mean, it boosts agility, which is neat, but that's not really something I care too much about. That's a gauntlet. Okay, so mild problem. Was there another path that I could have gone and I just forgot about it? Ha. I see. All right, well, that's going to be a bit of a problem now, isn't it? Okay. Maybe there is something down there that I completely neglected. Definitely within the realms of feasibility. Just go ahead and do our usual styles. Yep, Haymaker the Yeti. You're allowed to do such things. I don't know why you would, but you're allowed. All right, now Marlboro can do nothing to us. Very good. Now get diced on, you nerd. Now you are the dead. All right, kind of wish you threw those dice at somebody other than the guy who was already incapable of doing anything, but there you go, I guess. I feel like I must have done something at some point for Umaru to start chucking people at these enemies, but I don't know. Maybe that's just a move he's always been able to do, and I've never seen it until now. Seems a little hard to believe, but I suppose it's not impossible. All right, let's take ourselves another little old gander around these here parts. Maybe I could have gotten onto one of these things the entire time. Or we get something like a bunch of air ducts. That makes sense too. All right. Just keep attacking. Slam jam. All right, hit Shadow with some missiles. Ordinarily, a real ninja would have been able to cut those missiles in half. Gonna have to really work on that one, Shadow. All right, sometimes you roll terribly. That's just the way things are gonna go. Ow, his stragusness. Why would you do this? All right, you're just gonna keep on doing that, huh? All right, well, let's go ahead and see if we can maybe do something along the lines of healing properly. Yes, thank you, very good. Now if we could just roll a little bit better. Well, that was better than last time, but still far from ideal. I don't know why Umaru can apparently absorb fire damage. This Yeti confuses me in many ways. I suppose that is his right as a Yeti, but besides the point. Alright. Is there a way? Oh, there is. Okay. And it's a Ninja Shield. Alright, well, that's cool. Thank you for that. Oh, dear God, no. I don't want any of this. Everything that I'm seeing right now is stuff that I don't want in my life. So, I'm gonna go ahead and do this as a, please God, no, I don't like the death machine. I want that to be dead. All right, the death machine is dead. I may have overreacted with the Ultima, but you know what? Oh well, it's too late to change things. I already blew them up. I just kind of assumed that it was going to cast one of its stupid spells to make me all weak and dead again, and I don't want none of that. It's not even really a spell now, is it? Because it's using all manner of other things. Shooting weird blasts of energy and what have you, but regardless. Alright, so this place seemed to provide me with a shield, but literally nothing else of value. In that regard, I suppose it's pretty neat that we were able to find it, but at the same time, that really does absolutely nothing for me now, does it? Alright. I thought I had found progress, but in the end, I had merely found even more not much of anything. That really blows. Alright, so what the hell am I going to do now? Yo! Alright, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get slapped upside the head, and then you're gonna get diced! There you go. Sometimes Setzer can just instantly kill the enemy when he feels like it. There you go. Get healed up, everyone. Now, we have determined that the air ducts are worthless to us. Can I not actually... That seems to be going up. Hey! There we go. All right. I did not inspect it before. I just assumed it was a downward one. All right, thank you, thank you. Preemptive strike, I enjoy when those are a thing. Thank you, all right. Slammed by the Yeti, slammed by the Yeti. Stabbed by an old man and then a ninja, and then you had dice thrown at you. All right, could have definitely done a whole lot better. Gamma rays, oh dear God, Stragus is gonna turn into the Hulk. Or he has 40 seconds to live. All right, I guess radiation poisoning makes more sense than the Hulk, I suppose. Regardless, Setzer, you mind maybe, I don't know, possibly doing slightly better than that? It'd be nice. Everybody else is doing their absolute best right now, so if you could just have slightly better rolls, kind of getting hit with a lot of gravity bombs, and Stragus is almost, you know, dead. So if this guy could just be dead, that'd be pretty cool. Okay, that's a pretty decent roll, yeah. Still not enough. All right, now he's launching the atomic rays. All right, rays of atomic. Oh, that was his death thing, apparently. All right, interesting. Very interesting that is how that do. All right. Heal him up, and I should, in theory, have... Ah, I see. All right, then. Well, I've got a bunch of elixirs. There we go. Gotta use these things or else they serve absolutely no purpose. Okay, we appear to be falling down this tube. Not walking this time. All right, cool. That sent me back down here. That's really awesome and cool and great and everything, but there kind of absolutely needs to be something else up here. Otherwise, this entire place is ultimately completely worthless to me. And I don't want that to be a thing. So here's hoping I can walk underneath this, and I can. Ended up wasting one of my ethers. That sucks. Oh well, tent time. Oh well, it just kind of is what it is. I had no idea that I was going to be able to walk under the awning. I should have probably assumed that I could, but I didn't. And we're all going to have to accept that fact. And then the monsters showed up immediately. All right. Maybe Setzer's dice throwing will be more advantageous to us. All right, well, Umaru has been cursed with radiation poisoning. Absolutely disgusting. You hate to see when that happens to local wildlife. Okay, now, good dice roll. That's an abysmally bad dice roll. Thanks for that, Setzer. For a professional gambler, so far I gotta say, I'm surprised you were able to afford to not only maintain your own ship, but also the one we're currently using. Very crazy of me. Okay, that's a good roll. Not enough to actually kill the monster, but there you go, I suppose. If you would like to die now, you're more than welcome to do so. Also, that's not even the right guy. Oh, I used the wrong guy to cure everybody. Wave cannon, uh-oh. All right, well, that looked like it did tons of damage. It only did some damage, not nearly as much as I would have honestly hoped. Okay. And then the atomic rays happen. Ow. All right, cool. Glad we could experience that all together. I'm gonna take exactly one step back over to where I was and use another one of my many tents. I've got more than I'm going to need, so I don't need to care. I can just use items with reckless abandon. All right, now, if we can make it slightly further before everything else. Okay, they've dropped a killer robot on our heads. 3! All right, no, it's not 3, it's 1. I see. All right, well, you go ahead and hit him with the Thundaga. You go ahead and throw your dice. You will go ahead and cast Ultima. And we'll see how all of our various strategies end up working out. All right, it healed one part of it. Unfortunate. Your dice throw was less than optimal. But what does Ultima have to say about all of this? A fair one bit, honestly. All right, very good. Just keep on throwing those dice, and we'll just wait and see what happens. And go slam right into the arm. Take care of the arm. That's always a good idea. Let's go ahead and cure ourselves up a little bit. That makes up for the fact that I ended up healing a good chunk of it earlier. Now, Striga should actually be a very good healer. He's not, though, for some reason. That's weird. All right, threw the old man up the arm. Okay, now the atomic rays are happening. This sucks. Ow. Okay, didn't do as much damage as I would have assumed. Just keep on healing. Okay, never mind, because Setzer is dead. Setzer has died. And we're all lesser people for it. Right. Heal us up a little bit if it's all the same. And then arise. Okay, then a meteor happens. Shadow will be unaffected because his dog guarded him from a meteor. Not sure how that's supposed to work, but cool. Very cool. Okay, now you heal as the Yeti continues to do his Yeti thing. Yeti thing! And... Alright, go ahead. And you're just gonna keep on doing messes like this, huh? Alright, then. Then I'm just gonna keep doing messes like I do. There you go. That takes care of the arm again. And then Holy Nuke. If you could just stop with all of the existing that you're frequently doing at all times, it'd be pretty dang swell of you, let me tell you. All right, and now Strugus is dead. Now, somebody would be willing to have their turn now. All right, never mind. Strugus just gets none of the benefits. Sigh. Monster's down, at least. Take what you can get. Thank you very much. All right, now that I've had a robot dropped on my head, I think it's time for a third nap. There we go. Again, I've got so many of these things, I can afford to be wasteful with them. I don't know. If it's fully replenishing everything that I lost from a boss fight, even one such as that, I say it's worth it in the end.